All right, we're going to be using Studio One Prime to make a song. Let's pull in a synth. All right, let's screw around with something like that and see how it sounds. All right, not bad. Now let's quantize that, shorten it up. Let's make it a 4-bar loop. So just chop the front off, scoot it over. So we're going from 1 through 5. Now if we have that event highlighted and we hit P, that puts a little looper bar over it, or selector, whatever you call that. And if you hit the question mark or the slash key, it turns it blue, which means it's going to loop when it gets to the end of it. Check it out. All right, so the end did not quantize properly. Let's get that quantized. I forget how it was supposed to go, to be honest. I think this should be scooted over a little bit, like this. Dun, 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 dun. I think that's where there we go. All right, now I'm going to use something that's not very popular in Studio One, but I think is badass. If you go to Event and go to Insert Pattern, you have a very cool sequencer built into Studio One that not many people know about. And if you chuck some drums into it, like a drum kit, let's just put a basic one in there for now. Let's make it a little bigger. You have a great drum sequencer, plus you have velocities down at the bottom. Let's put them all at 100. And let's play that pattern. And we could duplicate that pattern. All right, let's turn off the metronome. Let's keep that on for now. And let's see what else we could add to this. It's a very simple drum beat, but we'll come back to it. All right, let's put a little arpeggio on top of that and just build this up and see what we can make out of it. Now, these artist instruments are not very good, but I'll show you a little tip. Let's just pick guitar, I don't know, full strat. Okay, very low quality sound, but it has good effects. And we're going to make this 1/8 instead of 1/4. And the reverb's great too. Let's make the mix down low. Let's play around with that and see what we can come up with. I know I was just hitting one note there, but I'd like to have that playing in the background, and we'll add more to it. And we could add more by creating another lane, so we're not screwing up that event. If we create another lane, I'm not sure how to do that, to be honest. Layers? Is that what they're called? Let's add a layer. Let's undo that because I don't know where the first one went. I guess we're at another track. No, I don't want to be auto track. Let's just duplicate this one. There we go. And we're going to record over that. Let's do that. Let's quantize that. Okay. I know it doesn't sound good right now, but let's keep playing with it. Let's color code things so we know what's going on. I always make yellow my drums, red the bass, and we keep those other ones blue. All right, let's change this from a full strat to another instrument and just see if anything sounds a little better. I think we can work with that. Clavinet, let's turn on some modulation. All right, let's automate the filter envelope. So we got the filter on. We got the envelope here. We can, in mod A, say we want envelope 2 to modulate the cutoff. And then we can control the cutoff filter now with envelope 2 here. So let's just solo these tracks. There we go. Now we got some pluckiness. Let's do the same thing here. All right, envelope 2. Modify the cutoff. Let's put some pads in there. I guess the way we could do that with presents here is strings. Let's try lush strings. All right, a little too much release. Let's cut that. There we go. Just make the strings purple because they sound purpley. All right. All right, I want the attack on the strings a little faster, so let's turn that baby up. And let's quantize them because now that I switched the attack, it screwed everything up. Let's hear how this sounds with quantized strings. Just drag these out to the end. And we're going to do some sidechain compression on the strings. Now we can do that with a compressor. So let's chuck a compressor on the strings. Oh, I can't do that with... That's right, we're using Prime. We're using Studio One Prime. We'd have to get really creative on how to sidechain Studio One Prime. I don't think the channel strip has any sidechain compression. Oh, it does have a sidechain. It does have a sidechain. Get out of here. All right, well, let's sidechain it to the drums and see what it does. It's not the best side chain, so I'm probably not going to keep that. Let's turn it off. Figure that out later. But we're going to have to put a cool bass in here. So let's get a bass going. Bass, Big Taurus. Let's hear that sound. God, they're terrible instruments in Studio One Prime. All right, I'm gonna use it. Probably use some filtering on it, but here we go. Oops, let's do a pre-count. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Oops. Let's try that again. Let's quantize it. And this is basically what we did, if you listen to the bass. And there's a bad note in there. Let's get rid of that guy. And this guy. right. There's a little beat we made in Studio One Prime. And that's all we're going to do on that guy today. Maybe we'll come back and revisit it, but let me save it. And thanks for checking out the stream. Going to screw around probably later today or tomorrow. And that's what we do here. We just screw around with DAWs because I'm a DAW junkie. So hope you enjoyed it or not. Put stuff in the chat too if you do come in. Let me just know that somebody's there because, yes, this is live. Later.